Probably dead serious too.
Oh, yeah.
There's still stuff that can come.
Somebody did something wrong. What's wrong with his tow truck? World problems.
2016.
You'll be fine. Okay. We'll call the December 17th Plan Commission meeting to order. Yes?
Yes, it's on, yep. Ready?
Is your mic on? Can we have a roll call, please, Meredith?
Jason Carnahan?
Here.
Bill Hartman?
Yes.
Bill Van Wy?
Yes.
Sandy Harrison?
Yes.
Jerry Yoder?
Here.
Frank Pulver?
Here.
Suzanne Davis?
Here.
Angie Holt?
Here.
Tyler Lanning?
Here.
Chris Gallmer?
Here.
Alicia Rogers? Here. Mike McCarowicz? Andrew Cruz?
Here.
Meredith Wright here.
We'll stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, please. Jerry, would you be so kind as to lead us in a word of prayer, please?
Let's bow our heads. Father, here we are. We made it through one more year, Lord, and we're at the end of the year, and we can't thank you enough for the blessings you give to us and the blessings you give to this county. Father, we just want to invite you in and give us guidance, Lord, that we can make decisions for you and your kingdom and make decisions for this great county we have. In Jesus' name, amen.
In your packets, we had the minutes from the November 19th meeting. Unless there's any additions or corrections, would entertain a motion to approve.
I'll
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
A motion and a second to approve the previous meeting minutes. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same. Minutes are approved. Claims were also in your packet for November. Unless there's additions or corrections, would take a motion to approve those as well.
I'll move to approve those.
I'll second that.
We have a motion in a couple seconds to approve the claims. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same. Claims are approved. Chris, no old business?
Yes, sir.
New business, our 2026 attorney fee agreement with Mr. Cruz.
We do this every year. I just got yelled at. We do this every year, the attorney fee agreement for next year for 2026 with Andrew. Proposed this year, slight increase for the retainer fee from last year, and just a slight increase as well for the per meeting for any extra meetings or for the Plan Commission. And then so slight increase as well on number 4 for the Plan Commission for any zoning enforcement work that we do, or for the Plan Commission or the BZA. Do need a motion to approve this agreement for 2026. Andrew, if you have anything you want to add, please go ahead.
I would like to continue to be able to do this if you'll have me. I enjoy being able to represent the Plan Commission and BZA and help out and follow the tradition of my father in that too. So.
Yeah. And we do work really well together.
Yeah, I enjoy working with Chris.
It's fun.
And yeah.
Easy. Yeah. I mean, I made him say that.
Thought he wanted the job.
No.
I make the move that we renew his contract for the year of 2026.
Second.
2 seconds.
I have a motion and second to retain Andrew Cruz for the 2026 year as our attorney for Plan Commission and BZA. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same. Congratulations, Mr. Cruz.
Thank you very much.
Thank you much.
In the packet was a calendar of, is this Plat Committee or Plan Commission?
Both, front and back,
Oh, yeah, okay.
or however you printed your pages, but yeah, both Plan Commission and Plat Committee.
I guess that's kind of just for your information only.
Correct. Obviously, Plat Committee, we have that most every month. Plan Commission, we have as needed, so
We had plat committee meetings on election days before. I was just curious why we're not.
Yeah, so the commissioners elected to have Election Day off this year for county employees, mostly because the issue was clerk's office and courts are closed because of the new state law that requires the clerk's office to be fully closed on Election Day. So everything, yeah. You're right, because you had to get two.
Yeah, I had to be here, then come back again.
Yeah. So those are just for your acknowledgement.
Okay, moving on to our petition for this evening, 25-38. Leroy and Shyla Graber requesting a development plan for a confined feeding operation for approximately 82,000 chicken and associated uses. Yep. Property is located at 7735 County Road 28 Butler and is zoned A2 agricultural.
So for this project, Mr. and Mrs. Graber are working with, and I'm going to butcher your name, and I'm sorry, Munch, okay. Munch Engineering out of Plainfield to do this site, and working with IDEM to get their confined feed approved through IDEM. But as you guys are aware, with these type of projects, does have to go through a development plan approval. I'll go through the site plan and the staff report. Most things, as you see within there, are not applicable, mostly because either they aren't having them or they're just not applicable for the type of use and the surrounding uses of the property. So with that, it's a permitted use as a confined feed operation in the A2 zoning district. In the development standards, they're meeting all the setbacks as proposed with the requirements of 50 feet, 30 feet side, 30 feet rear, the impervious surface, obviously not with the size of the site that they have, not even close to where they are supposed to be. And then the average height as well under that. They're utilizing the existing driveway, the storm pollution prevention plan. He just sent out a revised set to Cameron with Soil Water District to get that approved. So there is a condition of approval that before any permits are issued, that it does receive the full SWIP approval from the Soil Water District. Fence and wall standards are not applicable as the height standards, it meets what's required. There are no landscaping requirements, no lighting requirements, no outdoor storage requirements, no parking requirements. The setback standards, it meets what is proposed and what's required. There's no new septic system proposed, and the water will be supplied through a private well. And as far as I know, there's no signage plans proposed, as there were none submitted. Mr. Munch is here to go through kind of the site plan with you if you so wish. In your packets shows the location of the site, and he does have a blown up board. I have larger site plans too here if anyone needs to see them. The overall site plan on page 2 shows the location of the proposed barn in relation to the existing house on the property. The driveway will connect to the existing driveway along County Road 28, so there will be no new driveways proposed, and everything is staying out of that proposed flood zone, or I believe, is that a regulated drain down there too? Yeah. The regulated drain easement as well, so shouldn't be any issues with that. The only other thing that they would have to get approval on, which is going tomorrow, is the drainage board, and the only reason for that was, I think the last meeting you guys didn't have because of AIC conference. So there's 2 conditions that will be on there that are from the Soil Water District and for the drainage board for their approval requirements. Mr. Munch, you're free to come up and, sorry, I'm taking your job. Free to come back off. And can you make sure the gray button is pushed on that microphone so it's on?
Blue light? There you go. Good evening. My name is Brian Munch. I'm with Munch Engineering. Office is located at 4,000 Clark Creek Road. With me tonight is Leroy and Shiloh Graber, owners of the property. And we have a couple of quick presentation points that we'd like to facilitate over and above what Chris presented to you. Kind of give you an orientation of the property itself. This is County Road 28 to our south. The regulated legal drain is what you see coming through the property here. This is the existing homestead of the Graber family. It is a farming operation, so they do have livestock on property as well as outbuildings such for their farming. The proposed building is going in this large open area to the east of the existing homestead. As Chris mentioned, there is an existing driveway off County Road 28 that we will be utilizing for the new operation. Bounded railroad tracks to our north, tree lines to our east, additional farm fields to the west, and farm fields to the south. Specifically for the site itself, if I may, and I'll try to be brief. The building is for a confined feeding operation for chickens. Approximately 81,000 to 82,000 chickens in it, where it'll be for egg production. It is a free range type operation where the chickens do have free range within the facility. Facility itself, as I mentioned, is 700 feet in length from north to south, 128 feet wide. The southern 47 feet will be an office area for the operations. The northern portion, the northern portion, approximately 59 feet, would be a recessed manure pit. The property has been designed by a local agroscientist type company. It has been submitted to IDEM for their approval as a confined feeding operation. The site itself, as I mentioned, driveway coming in. One thing that you may have not seen on your drawings, and this is a result of plan development and talking to the Soil and Water Conservation Group, we do have ditches on either side of the building itself. So the high point is in the center of the building with drainage flowing to the east and drainage flowing to the west, collected in ditches. And at the southern end of those ditches, we have installed a sediment basin with a rock check dam. So any water that's collected coming from the building itself or from the outdoor pasture area, we collected in those ditches, ran through a sediment basin, basically a rock check dam, which allows the water to filter through, sediments to be left behind, then ultimately the drainage into the regulated drain to our south. The other addition that we have made, there is a driveway that goes along the western side of the property now, on the outside of the ditch, that allows for vehicles, primarily over the road trucks, to come down, turn around. Then we have a ramp out of the recessed manure pit so we can load into an over the road truck, and that's taken to a third party for use. But in general terms, 81 to 82,000 chickens that have free range inside. It is for egg collection. There is outdoor pasture on each side as required by IDEM. Then there is a buffer yard beside that outdoor pasture for the chicken itself. It is for private use. Obviously, that's part of their farming operations. The necessary procedures I've been going through. As Chris mentioned, we're meeting with the drainage board in the morning to present the drainage in a little bit more depth. But tonight we're here looking for your approval. How far are you from? My understanding is it should be before the end of the year.
I know they just had their 33 days.
Correct. Yeah, the public hearing portion is over, I believe, so that is above my pay grade. I'm here to present to you guys, and there's other people taking care of that.
Fairly quick after that.
So you're gonna have fences all the way around it. These chickens can go outside the building. Is that
That is
what I'm
correct.
hearing correctly?
That is correct. They do have the ability to go outside and be in the pasture areas that are basically the light hatched areas on each side of the building, and that is a fenced-in area.
And also inside the building, so they can move freely. They're not in the pens or anything. They have areas where they can lay the eggs and stuff.
Yeah, there's areas where they can roost and lay the eggs. but it is a free-range operation.
And this is of it. How much increase coming in there as the truck traffic as they project?
It's very minimal. I mean, maybe a truck a week, I believe, in the removal of manure. The egg production, I mean, I'm not in a position, that's going to be a function of how well the chickens are producing. There is a small area to the south, a stone area, that the eggs can be sold accordingly.
And is that an open ditch or is that a closed ditch? It's open.
That is correct.
And how far back is this stone wall that they have put as a catch basement from the ditch?
Not a stone wall, it would just be like
Yeah,
riprap,
And,
right?
Yeah,
Riprap
it's
style,
just
yeah.
a riprap,
I know what you're talking, yeah.
And-
just to allow water to flow through. That is located,
Yeah,
that is located here, which is approximately 150 feet from, 300 feet
Yeah,
from the regulated drain.
300 feet. Now, as the chickens, I mean, in this outside deal, are they, all of them allowed to go out, or is this a percentage of them?
I believe it is you can come and go as they please.
Because, I seen one had range chickens, and all they had was a 5x5 pin, and that was classified as range chickens. That's what I'm curious about.
With this number of chickens, obviously this is under IDEM jurisdiction, IDEM approval. So there is, as Chris mentioned, a permit being issued by IDEM specifically for that chicken operation.
And that comes to the next question, the manure hauling. Have you have presented a
Yeah, there is a
program or the way you're doing it, 2-item idea, and so they have a way they're gonna remove the manure and stuff.
That is correct. There is a contractual arrangement for the disposal of that manure.
Okay, now, I can't see it, but maybe you can tell me, how many acres does that whole system take up? You know? No, I mean, where your fences are, is that a whole 40 acres? That ain't a whole 40 acres.
No, absolutely no. I mean, so you're 150 by 700.
Yeah, I know that, then you
So
got,
you're about 2.5 acres out of the 48.
that includes the pastures, too.
That's correct.
Okay.
And that's very rudimentary, doing quick
Yeah,
math in my head.
I'm trying to go through my mind, too, yeah.
Yeah, it's 2.5, 3 acres.
Is this gonna be a deal that be scraped at certain times to keep the smell and everything down?
Yeah,
If that's free range, you're gonna have more water spilled than what there are cage pens and stuff.
there is an automated collection system within the facility itself that's been designed to move the manure from the interior free range to the north end of the building, where it can be collected and loaded out accordingly.
And it's be all sawdust or straw underneath?
That's correct. There'll be proper bedding.
So free range then is basically organic, or
They are
are
not,
they gonna be certified organic, or they're just gonna be free range?
I don't
Just
know.
be
the answer to that
cage-free.
question.
Right?
Sorry?
Probably just be cage-free.
Yeah. I don't know what the proper terminology would be necessarily as far as marketing and, product being produced.
Organic corn, to feed that many chickens would be hard to
Yeah,
keep a good supply year-round to it. I mean,
Yeah, they'd have to be fed organic.
corn, email, supplement. And that would be, for that many chickens, I would say that'd be kind of hard to supply it. So,
You can always ask the Gravers. They're here.
So if you've got, you use 80,000 as a ballpark figure roughly, what would be the egg production on a weekly basis?
A chicken, or an egg a day.
94%. Yeah, the manure's removed once a week. Egg production, once every 3 months.
So the manure is in a pit of some sort, correct? Okay, so if the egg production, is that a weekly, daily, twice a day? So where's the storage?
So there is an automatic collection system internally to the building
Right,
that collects the eggs, and then they're packaged for sale. And that's part of the operations in the southern portion of the building.
okay. So that's where the storage is? Is that cold storage?
No, the egg storage, I do not believe it's cold storage. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Big cooler storage for the eggs.
Okay.
Oil.
The number of eggs produced today. How many eggs produced?
90% is 70.
75,000 eggs a day.
Hard to fathom.
A lot of eggs.
Pretty cool, though. I went to see the one that they did over like at County Road 52 or 54 or whatever it was. And they had like 28,000 chickens, and the egg collection system could collect 28,000 an hour
I used to,
and pack them.
one of my customers used to be Midwest Poultry. Yeah, they had, the last I knew, they had 6 million layers. 6 million.
That's a lot.
So, this is a storage building.
Yeah.
I just wondered about, once the eggs are collected, I mean, they have a lifespan.
Correct.
So, I just wondered how they were stored. Do they go through a spraying process, a cleaning process? Sure, sure. Okay.
And you say that everything's there till they're waiting on items, response and such.
Yeah, that was the only thing I saw on the site, was just that I saw that drainage ditch there, and I thought, well, that's beyond my understanding of exactly how the drainage would work, but as long as IDEM knows what's going on.
Are we waiting for more permits? Is there permits that haven't been issued yet, or?
Just the one from IDEM, but they've gone through the application process, the public hearing process, and I believe just, if it's gonna be done by the end of the year, that's
2 weeks.
15 days away? 2 weeks away, so should have that, no problem.
Drainage off the roof.
Yes.
Do they have that so it's bypassed everything and right into?
It actually gets collected by the ditches that we have proposed on each side of the building, then ran through the sediment control basin, then onto the regulated drain.
That's a long building and a wide building to be letting water running.
Now that water will go straight to this ditch, is that correct?
After it goes through a water control device, then straight to the ditch.
Okay. So there's nothing that water can be used for in the process?
It's not necessarily in the process.
Okay.
questions for our petitioners? Guess we're good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Is there anyone in the audience that would wish to speak on this petition for or against? Seeing none, we'll close the public portion of the meeting and move on to our findings.
All right, so I'm going to go through some proposed findings. And these are all going to be just proposed. They're not final or voted on until we kind of go through them and discuss them. But we'll start with the jurisdictional findings. And Meredith, I'll ask you about these. Application completed and filed on November 20th, 2025.
Yes.
Legal notice published in the Star on December 5th and affidavit given to staff.
Yes.
Certificate of mailing notices sent and receipts given to staff.
Yes.
Letter from the County Board of Health dated December 8th.
Yes.
Letter from the County Highway Department dated December 2nd.
Yes.
Letter from the DeKalb County Soil and Water Conservation District. Doesn't say the date, but did they give some conditions for that when they sent their letter?
Yes, the conditions are added.
Okay, and then what about the letter from the Drainage Board, same thing?
Correct.
Airport Board report was not applicable here with where the real estate's located. And then the real estate being developed is in zoning district A2 agriculture, which permits the requested development. Now the proposed findings of fact, there are three questions, and per our practice, I will ask the three questions and anyone can jump in with some answers on it. As you wish. Number one, does the development plan meet the minimum design standards listed in section 9.08 in the development plan?
Yes, all minimum design standards are met.
All right. And number two, is the development plan consistent with the comprehensive plan?
Yes, commercial agricultural development is encouraged in areas zoned appropriately.
All right. And then in number three, does the development plan comply with the standards of this Unified Development Ordinance?
Yes, all development standards of the UDO are in compliance with the development plan. We want to reference the staff report and letters from the DeKalb County Highway Department and Health Department, and the stormwater pollution prevention plan approval by the Soil Water Conservation District and drainage plan approval by the Drainage Board are required prior to the issuance of any permits.
All right. Then we go back here to planning staff recommendations and comments. Staff is recommending the approval of this development plan and recommends the following conditions. So here are the proposed conditions of approval. Number one, the Plan Commission retains continuing jurisdiction of this development plan to assure compliance with all terms and conditions and/or impose additional conditions deemed necessary for health and safety. Number two, this development plan is approved for a confined feeding operation for approximately 82,000 chicken and associated accessory uses. Number three, development to commence within 3 years and be completed within 7 years. See the UDO section 9.08H. Number four, no certificate of occupancy or certificate of completion shall be issued until the applicant files written evidence of compliance with any conditions of the DeKalb County Board of Health, Highway Department, Drainage Board, Surveyor, Airport, or County Soil and Water Conservation District, or other agency as applicable. And here I would add that IDEM would be one of the main applicable agencies, of course. And further, where applicable, file written evidence of compliance with federal or state agencies where identified in the findings or conditions, the zoning administrator to determine when conditions have been met. And then number five, the stormwater pollution prevention plan approved by the Soil Water Conservation District and drainage plan approval by the Drainage Board are required to prior to the issuance of any permits. I guess I would suggest an additional condition being approval by IDEM. Does that make sense, Chris, to add that? I think that makes sense to have that in there. So we would add a proposed condition of, that IDEM's permit would be, or that IDEM would approve the permit. Just to make that explicit. All right, that's it.
Okay. Is there any more discussion amongst the board on this petition?
I just have a correction on page 13. It states County Road 8, it should be 28. Property
okay.
location.
Yeah, it does. Any more discussion? Not, we would entertain a motion for approval or denial of this petition.
I move to approve petition 25-38 with the 6 conditions of approval as listed.
I have a motion and a second for approval of this petition. Can we have a roll call vote, please?
Yes. Bill Hartman,
Yes.
Bill Van Wy,
Yes.
Sandy Harrison,
Yes.
Jerry Yoder,
Yes.
Frank Pulver,
Yes.
Suzanne Davis,
Yes.
Angie Holt,
Yes.
Tyler Lanning,
Yes.
Jason Carnahan.
Yes. Okay. Thank you. Next on our agenda is an update from Mr. Gomer on our comprehensive plan rewrite.
Yeah, so all I'm looking for tonight is, we have on our January Plan Commission meeting, I believe it's the 21st, the plan presentation to the Plan Commission, provided there's no hiccups along the way from HWC or the steering committee. Looking to have that presentation around 5:30 p.m. and then have about a 45-minute to an hour kind of open house style like we did for the for a couple of the key features of the land use map that we had out here in the courthouse lawn. So I'm just wanting to make sure you guys are okay with having the meeting on January 21st, start at 5 p.m. and we would have kind of our yearly Plan Commission meeting, or not yearly, but first of the year Plan Commission meeting where we do appointments and committees, get that out of the way, and then start the plan presentation around 5:30, and then that would probably be about a 20-ish minute presentation, I would assume, and then leave it to the Plan Commission to have meetings, or sorry, to have questions, and then close the public meeting, and then move down to the rotunda and allow the public to have kind of an open house style question and answers with the staff of HWC and the steering committee. But I just wanted to make sure that time was okay with the Plan Commission first before we get that to HWC for them to start advertising that meeting. Having it at 7 p.m. I just don't think makes sense. I think it's having a presentation for 20 minutes and then trying to have a 45-minute to an hour open house afterward means we're going to be here till 9:30, 10 o'clock. And I think if we can get people here right after work, people can, it's open house style, so they can kind of come and go as they please. But if they want to be here for the presentation, they can come here right after work. So the meeting would be up here in the Commissioner's Court, so we can get the recording of the presentation and hopefully use that on the website and our Facebook pages, but then move down to the rotunda and have more space to have that open house with boards and graphics and discussion with the whole committee. So if that's okay with you guys, mark that on your calendars for January 21st. The plan is for the public draft to be on the website by January 12th, and then the plan presentation here at the Plan Commission on the 21st, and then try to have this as a adoption presentation by the Plan Commission on the 18th, and then to the county commissioners a month later on March 16th. So we're leaving a little bit of time in there. if there needs to be any sort of special meetings or anything, but really between that January 12th and February 18th will be the time for public comment on the entire plan, allowing there to be edits and that sort of thing prior to the February 18th meeting, or if the Plan Commission has comments after the February 18th meeting, those can get done before the county commissioner adoption presentation. But we're looking at a good plan. We're hitting some very good things that we've discussed over the course of the last year or so. The land use map looks good. The future land use map looks good. We have some initial initiatives that we want to start on, kind of those low-hanging fruit ideas that can kick off the comprehensive plan and get us moving in the right direction. But those are kind of where we are right now with getting this hopefully adopted mid-March. So if you don't have any questions or comments, I will email HWC and let them know that that works for everybody. Or if you want to check your calendars and get back with me, or if anyone has their phones and wants to check, that's fine as well. But like I said, we'll probably start the meeting at 5, get our kind of first of the year committees and appointments done, and then move on to the presentation about 5:30.
So 5.
Well, the presentation would be at 5:30, but I think we'd start the Plan Commission meeting before that to get committees and appointments done. I don't think we'll even need that much time, but it usually takes us 10-ish minutes to get through that round table of appointments.
That's good with me.
Okay, great. We'll plan that on the 21st. That's all I got, I think.
We have city and town meeting reports.
None for Butler or Hamilton.
I think I know Auburn had a meeting, but I couldn't go. I had a conflict that I couldn't change.
That's
Waterloo had a meeting this week. They had a draft of the strategic plan. It had already been reviewed with the representatives of the committee that's in charge of that, working through some minor changes, but it's pretty much in place. Remember that you can get the Okra funding to do the full comprehensive plan, so instead doing a strategic plan to provide a guideline for the city or the town going forward. And then they're going to present it at the council meeting in January and expect that to be adopted by resolution.
What did we decide on St. Joe? Were we going to do that next year? Can we talk about sending a representative?
So, yes, we need to get them. I know they have a draft out.
I think that'd be especially important because of the ETJ discussion and, I don't want to say controversy, but stuff that came up.
Okay. Is there any comments from the public in attendance this evening? Seeing none, I think we will be adjourned.